In a bid to comply with social distancing, more and more people are working from home. Coronavirus is wreaking havoc globally, and one of the most affected sectors by this virus is entertainment industry. The immediate negative impact on Kenyan entertainment is already significant. Questions now being asked, will this affect TV and movie production industry to a point where we might even start to see some of our favorite programs coming off air? Many thanks for joining Youthpad. My name is Franz Ngala, and to give us the sense of this, I'm joined by Kaka J, who is an event organizer, marketer, and a promoter, to shed light on how this virus has disrupted and disconnected the entertainment sector. Welcome so much,
Asante,
Mr. Kaka J.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Thank you for sparing your time to come and just shed light on how the entertainment sector here in Kenya, not only in Kenya, but of course global, because this COVID-19 has affected several countries as of now. Many thanks for joining Youthpad. Remember, you can talk to us through our social media handles at @KakTV_Kenya and Facebook KakTV. Yes, Mr. Kaka J.
Yes.
Perhaps you're a marketer,
Yeah.
promoter, and also event organizer. Just to put things straight,
Yeah.
promoter, just to help us understand kwanza, promoter ni nini, as in inamaanishaje, na what do you promote specifically?
Good. A promoter is somebody who does something on behalf of artists.
Yes.
And you see now we have so many artists in Kenya. Hawezi kuwa wanapisha kila kona looking for shows. That's where now the promoters come in.
Yes.
Ama events managers. And this coronavirus, man,
It's a
global.
yeah.
It's a dangerous thing, and maybe to talk about it, my friend, it's a very epidemic. The way you're saying, the way you're hearing them talk of it,
Yeah.
the way unasikia Uhuru akisema, Trump is saying the same. All over the world, manze ime affect entertainment mbaya sana. Like now, talking of entertainment, like in Kenya, personally, mimi kama events manager like in Kenya and East Africa, I had like 15 shows. Starting from 15th March, I had a show with the Ekodida.
Yes.
Man, it was cancelled. You can imagine.
Yes.
The following day, which was on 16th, I had a show, a pool party somewhere. It was cancelled. And not even sparing of all the things, manze mpaka zile vitu zenye tulikuwa tumepangia Mungu bwana. So I don't know whether this thing is godly punishment to us or it's
unfortunate.
I don't know.
It's unfortunate.
Very.
Yes, you've heard in my intro, major series are in partial lockdown, and main performing theaters, cinemas were closed indefinitely. I mean, what are these effects that the COVID-19 has exposed these industries to?
You know, when you are talking of entertainment being affected,
Yes.
there are so many people. Entertainment has a lot. There's cinemas, there's clubs, there's social clubs, so many hotels.
Yeah.
Angalia hotel. How many workers, how many guys, how many our teammates who are working there? So many. Now they are jobless. So many people are jobless because of this COVID-19. So many.
First of all, it has exposed so many people to jobless.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what about when you talk about, you help us understand how the business, the entertainment sector was that before, and comparing it to this time. In comparison, before this COVID-19 outbreak just became this, like it started affecting the whole world.
I can say before we had the news of this coronavirus, we were very happy. Our activities were on very well. Like now, sasa mimi personally, I had on last month, 2 months ago, we had a very successful event at Kitengela with Jalango. It was so full, and we had the same mind that if we had the same activity on the same place, that's why we had planned the gospel concert with the Ekodida. We knew that we will reach so many people. And now you see it was gospel. We were going to reach university students, college guys, so many people. But now, because of COVID-19, those shows are no more. You see?
Yeah.
Not only leaving the financial impacts, but also spiritual impacts. Because now you see this was an event that had along so many spiritual leaders who are going to give the word of God to people, to students, and all the guys in the society. But now we didn't have that show. We didn't have that gospel concern.
Yes.
We didn't.
So how many shows were you going to have maybe during this, just for the past 1 month, and of course this
coming months?
Yeah.
And like now March I had nine shows.
The last month.
Yes, I had 9 shows. To start with the Kitengela, with the Kodida. I had another one at Mpe Resort. Another one at Destiny, that's Tattoo City, with the Ken Rezi, the pool party.
Yeah.
I had nine shows here, but all of them
just cancelled.
Yes.
You as a promoter, event organizer, and also a marketer, you personally, when your show is being cancelled, how does this affect you personally, and to the artist?
Good. It's a nice question. I think we started from a point of events, not knowing who Kaka J is first.
Yeah.
You see, now Kaka J is a name of its own, and I have a Kaka J Entertainment. Once an event, I plan an event, I have a list of 300 guys who depend on one activity. Kaka J Entertainment has a lot of staffs.
Yes.
And now when you see this event is being cancelled, it's not only affecting me as an event organizer for that, or an event manager for that, it's affecting even the lives and the social living of all those guys who are depending on that activity or that show.
Yeah.
And once it's cancelled, it has just tampered with the program of an artist. Because now you see, like Ekodida, we had a show with him. The first show that was cancelled on 15th. Most definitely, we were paid.
Yes.
If not paid, I paid the artist. You see, who is going to refund that money? Nobody. You see.
Yeah.
So all those damages that we're going through, nobody's going to refund me. Aingize tu mkono kwa mfuko aseme Kaka J.
Hakuna.
The posters that we printed, the social media guys who are making, and to take you back,
yes.
Whenever I have a show, I have a list of guys who are working on that show. I have the marketers, both social medias and printed medias. Now talk of these printed medias guys that I paid the money to do the posters, to amount the posters each and every corner that I have the show.
Yeah. And
now the show is cancelled. Who is going to recover that money back to my pocket? Nobody. The social media guys did their job. That's why you saw my events are trending on Twitter, on IG, and every page.
Yes.
To get that money back to Kaka J is a problem. Huwezi ambia mtu nirudishie ile pesa yangu yenye nilikupatia.
Ushamlipa tayari, so
atakwambia mimi sikuleta corona. You see? Yeah. So it's a mess, bro. It's a big mess. And I had another show to add up with the 9 shows that I had. I had one show in Uganda with my brother Jose Chameleon and Ketchup from Nigeria. It was cancelled also. Cancelled. It was cancelled.
What's the reaction, first of all, the artist? What's the reaction after all this had happened?
You know, first of artists all, are not the same.
Yeah.
There is an artist which will say, hey, you paid me. Like I've called you too. I told them, bro, you see now you see what is happening globally. Now we will replan the new dates. Msanii mwingine anakuambia, bro, hiyo ni mambo ingine. Now we will not revise it. We will redo even the finance. You see, wengine hawataki kujua. The sound guy is the same, the venue guy is the same. Because we as event organizers, we as event managers, we pay the venue, we pay the sound, we pay the artists and other logistics. Nobody is going to refund the money. Nobody. Yeah.
I mean, and also I want to take you it happened this week that we saw the president directing the Ministry of Sports and Youth and to issue out 100 million. What do you comment on this? What's your take, first of all?
I'll remain adamant to this. I saw my colleagues talk of it, like Kate Actress and Jalango.
Yes.
I think I'll remain with their statement. what they said is good. It's good. The money is for the artist, and the money was just gotten from the docket of artists.
Yeah.
So it's good. They be given, but now the problem remains the same. This Kenya, bro.
Yeah.
How sure are
Do you
we
think
that this
it's
money
going
is going
to
to
be-
reach us? No
Yeah.
problem. I don't care, but I have to say it.
Yeah.
I don't think whether it's going to reach to us.
So in terms of effective, when it comes to disbursement of these funds, do you think there's going to be that a good procedure when it comes to, because we also understand there are also the upcoming artists, you know, you can't ignore them.
Pia hao ni wasanii.
Yeah. Do you think there'll be a good way and a good procedure set out for and good measures so that they are not affected in one way or the other? There's an equal share when it comes
I
to...
reached out to my social media accounts and I said, we are watching. We want to see how this money is going to be given out. Who is going to get this money and who is not going to get this money? If you are talking of artists, remember, an artist is not an artist minus us, the event managers. So I didn't see where the president was talking of the event organizers and the rest.
Yeah,
but I guess
yeah.
we are in. I guess we are in.
Yes.
And we are watching on how this money is going to reach us. Yes.
So you were also optimistic that this money will get you?
Of course. I'm the president of events in Kenya. I haven't seen anybody who is saying that is an event organizer in Kenya after Big Ted. It's Kaka J. After Chris Kirwa, it's Kaka J.
So Kaka J is optimistic there that this amount will, even if it's 5k, because there's these rumors that every artist is like going to get some 500 token, 5,000.
The goodness is Mr. Francis. Kaka J is well connected with all these artists. I'll get to know who has gotten the money and how much. We will just do it. We'll write it down. We will just share with you guys of media. This is what Kaka J got. This is what Kendrez got. This is what Jalango got. This is what maybe Akode got. So we will know. Yes, but you are talking about a very nice point. When this guy who is going to disperse this money, he has to be very, very careful on how to handle that money, because we have upcoming. How are they going to be treated?
Yes. Talking about on the person that is going to disburse this amount to every artist, what measures you as an event organizer would you even like just recommend him or her who is going to disburse? Because it's of course the Ministry of Sports and Youth and when it comes to entertainment that is going to disburse all this amount. What you personally can you recommend him to follow maybe this procedure? I mean, so that it becomes effective and it reaches the upcoming artists, because of course these are the upcoming artists that we are looking for in future. You know? Yes.
As an events manager, the president venye mimi ujiita, I want to know. I want to see. I'm not in that position of guiding this guy on how to give out the money. We are watching. We want to see how he's going to do it, because the first thing that he's supposed to do is to involve those guys who know artists in Kenya. Like now Kaka J, I know even the artist who has not gone to a studio but has some relics in the house. Talk of like now Jalango. Jalango knows who is the artist of today, the artist of tomorrow, and the artist to come. Talk of Willie M. Tuva, Mzazi. He knows all the artists. So whenever these guys are going to give out this money, they need to involve some guys like you. Because wewe unajua ni msanii mgani amefika, ni msanii mgani anakuja, ni msanii mgani atakuwa. Not to go back to other things that we have been experiencing. Pesa itoke, iende kwa the legends of artists, the legends of music in Kenya, sorry. Like pesa imetoka, nasikia Jua Kali ameongezea gari nyingine. He's a good friend of mine. Nonini ameongezea gari nyingine. Those are rich guys. When we are talking of the money to artists, let it start with the upcomings.
Yes.
Because these are the guys who are struggling to make it through. Let that money start with the upcomings first.
So you propose that money start with the upcoming artist and should be an equal share amount when it comes to maybe disbursement of the funds. It should be an equal share.
And we must see on screens
Okay, right.
how that money is dispatched.
Okay, let's have some quick commercial break. We shall be back after the short break. Welcome back to Youthpad. It's my hope that you're staying safe and of course sanitizing and washing your hands when it comes to taking precautionary measures as we fight this pandemic, the COVID-19. And of course in studio I have Kaka J. Kaka J is a promoter and a marketer. He's shedding light on how the entertainment sector here in Kenya is being affected as of now, comparing it to the previous days and previous years that we've been not experiencing this this of course unfamiliar times here in the country. And of course Kaka J, I want, in regard to the shows that have been cancelled, yeah, I mean, and the loss that we've incurred, about 9 shows, that's a bigger amount of money. So I mean, after we have been fighting, we have done fighting this COVID-19, how are you going to recover? Do you think we're going to recover all the loss? And I mean, what ways are you going to use so that you ensure that at least you're going to just cover up even it's half amount that have been lost during all this time that we've been fighting COVID-19?
It's a very hard question, my friend. I don't know who framed that question for you. It's very hard. Okay, I think the best way that we can do to recover this money, I as a events manager, one, I'll renegotiate with the venue guys. I tell them this is the reality they are seeing. I've been talking with the venue guys, like now the garage in Thika Road, in Thika, I think somewhere in Thika. I've been talking with these guys, if possible, where I was going to host ethics entertainment guys. So if possible, we can read and we can reconsider our contracts, so that from there we can be having a win-win situation. Not that Kaka J is celebrating, the club is just closing down because they want to make Kaka J happy. No way. We must have a mutual agreement between the Kaka J as a promoter, the club as a venue, and the artists. We must re-evaluate everything so that we can recover all these things. But mambo ya recoveries, sioni kama tunaweza recover. Like me now, I've used almost 450 to 500,000 Kenyan shillings. A big mess.
In terms of investments, when it comes to investors, how do you think these situations has affected them globally?
It's very bad. Investors, maybe like now when I'm talking about investors that I have personally on my shows, they have run away. When I was speaking with the 2-3 guys yesterday when I was redoing my calendar, because I'm hoping that by June we are doing our shows. We are starting our shows very fresh. I'm hoping the same way maybe you can be praying, Mr. Francis, that maybe by end of May everything will be done. So June we'll be having some shows. I was re-evaluating with my 2-3 guys investors. They were telling me, Kaka J, no way. Now you have to give us a break of 2 years for us to start investing again on entertainment. Now you see that's a very bad impression to people like me. And that is where I always get my bread, daily bread.
So directly it has affected them globally.
Not only me, because now when we are having like a guy from Nigeria, when I flew in Ketchup from Nigeria, he must have somebody to pay for the tickets and everything. If these guys are going to behave the same, we are not going to have entertainment. And that's why I'm saying, if we are not very keen on this, we are going to run out of programs on screens. We are going to have a shortage of programs, very useful, very educative programs on screens. We are going to have those stone-aged programs like Zawanyama and the rest. We are going to miss very sweeter educative programs on screens. If we are not going to deal with this epidemic very wisely, iende mzuri ilale salama, we welcome very new activities and events with the president's money. We can go back nicely. If that money is dispatched, nicely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it right now, right at this time, to say that entertainment sector in Kenya is at halt? Like there's no entertainment, like it's at standstill. Is it right to say that?
I was very happy that I was going through my Instagram yesterday, part 1. I saw some guys, comedians in Kenya. I saw MC Jesse entertaining people via Instagram live. I saw DJ Joe Mfalme, my long-term friend, is entertaining people. I guess it's a very nice initiative, but now the question is, how can you entertain somebody who is having a problem of money in the brain? Right now, entertainment in Kenya is on standstill. Kabisa. I called a very nice friend of mine, Ken Rezi. Can we meet and talk? No, bro, hatuwezi meet. Social distancing. So entertainment in Kenya, we can't even share, because there are some things that you can't share on phone.
Yeah, sure.
You need to sit down and meet and talk. When you have 4 or 5 people, you can maybe organize a lot of things together, but now you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we've talked about, you've said about online parties,
Yep.
which you've seen in the past, in the few days that have passed. Like nowadays, artists are relying most on the social media and various platforms when it comes to social media, and having some bashes and even entertaining guests, entertaining their fans and followers. Should this be considered during these times of crisis, or should be something that artists should be used to as a regular thing throughout?
Yeah, I'm very sorry that I have to be very open on this.
Yes.
That they are doing nonsense, because at the end of the day, there's no way, bro, you can have you can be entertained using your phone. You are just there, DJ John Falme is mixing, then you are just dancing you alone. Let's look for very nice ways of dealing away with this epidemic.
Yes.
We go back to our normal life.
But again, the government is doing all the ways possible to curb this pandemic.
How?
There are so many measures that have been put in place, of course, just to ensure that the pandemic does not spread to other counties.
Sure.
And especially we've seen what is happening in Nairobi.
Sure.
So should artists right now, because we are talking about during this time of crisis, should they consider having their online parties as usual, as they are doing right now?
These parties, I don't need to call them parties. It's you guys who are calling them parties, online parties. A party, what's a party? A party, you meet more than 3 people enjoying together.
But they're meeting online. That's why it's called online party.
I differ with this.
Yes.
Because me, I feel better when I'm seated with maybe Gidi and Tony and we are Francis. We are enjoying together. This is now a party. When you're telling me on a party on a social page, bro, let us use that data bundles to educate people on how to wash hands, on how to sanitize, on how to stay at home. Yes.
So what's your take on a number of artists have even produced songs about this pandemic? Is this the right time that you should be?
I don't need to call it a PR. Yes. I don't need to call it a way of seducing the president or whoever who is going to dispatch the money.
Yes.
You see, I also have a song for the corona. Give me the money. I used this amount of money. Give me this. Sing a song telling us, you know, kuna watu ushago hawajui what's corona. I was watching news from Turkana or somewhere there. People are just on with their business. Ni wengi sana. If at all you want to reach these people using your songs, sikatai mimi ni msanii kama hao wengine. Let's go out there. Yeah, there is social distancing and the rest. If we are safe with the masks and everything, the way the president is saying, let's go out. We reach those slums guys. We tell them, please do this, do this, do this. That one can be very nice. Yes.
But of course, they've been singing when it comes to telling their followers
yeah, sure.
to wash hands. We've
Osha mikono.
Yeah. Steve was Simple Boy.
Yes. I like what Steve Simple Boy is doing in Kibra.
Yeah.
I also want these other artists.
Yes.
Watoke ubabini. They go to slums. They tell people in the slums, they meet people in the slums. Wawaambie social distancing na umaana wake. Unaona? Yes. So that at the end of the day, the information is reached with the grassroots. Yes.
Okay, looking at the adverse effects of COVID-19, if things carry on the way they are carrying out, and for the whatever time, do you see some of the production houses and shops closing down in foreseeable future?
For sure. For sure. Even for now, the way I'm speaking like this, like 3, 4, 5 guys have called me. Kaka, unaweza tutafutia wasanii? Studios are going down, boss. Studios are going down massively because one, there is a lack of maybe means of transport. Unaona saizi tumeambiwa na Mr. President, if you are staying in Nairobi, be in Nairobi. You see? Don't go outside Nairobi. So which means what? Don't go to outsource. Many shows, many events, nicer events, you do them outside the capital city. They're the nicer events. But within the city, it's a smaller events, which maybe give you Skuma Week and the rest. But the very bigger events, it's outside the city. And if we are not going to have those big events outside the city, inamaanisha nini? No cash. If there is no cash for the artist, then there is no studio. You see? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. So we need, as much as the president is doing all these things, lazima aangalie yule msanii ndiye akuje kwa screen with the song, ameanzia wapi kwa studio, nafanya nini na studio. You see, there was a long time ago Mr. President akiwa na address watu kwa matanga ya the Matthew.
Yes.
I had him open a studio somewhere. You're saying I'll open a studio which will have talents from this place. I think if the president can revive that, we'll be very perfect in the entertainment industry. Because music is no music minus a studio.
Sure.
Yes.
From your broad experience when it comes to entertainment,
Yes.
what's your take? Is it right to say that this is a time and moment where we can say it is favoring the established artists and entertainers in this sector? Is it right to say that during this time?
I started by saying, answering your question of when you asked me, how sure are you that this 100 million is going to reach you, Kaka?
Yeah.
Boss, the first notch of brain, I am very sure 100% which reach to the person who's going to dispatch the money is, tutapea akina Nonini, akina Juakali, akina Jalango, akina the rest. You see, but without even thinking of the upcoming artists, bro, we were very many. We have upcoming artists who are like 1,000 plus. You see, we have the recent guys mwenye amekuwa upcoming. I'm very happy of Masauti. He's a very nice guy of mine. If angepata ile platform, nobody could have realized what Masauti had.
Yeah, thanks to Jalango.
Man, Jalango is doing a very nice job.
Yeah.
Mimi mwenyewe I'm like kijana ya Jalango. Because Jalango, whenever I call him, even now if I call him, he can receive my call. Ananiambia mzuri sana. What is it, Kaka? We share. So if we had all these brains, I was very happy. Jana, I was seeing Jalango surveying over the curfews. When he's doing that, he's surveying on our behalf artists. Are we safer with our events? Are we ready? Can we start planning events? Can we start thinking like my guys of boxing and the rest, they were sharing with me. You will have them on board when you have a chance. Boss, there are so many things zenye corona imeua. We had a very big events with the Infinity guys who are planning and who have been doing boxing things. We were thinking of amalgamating boxing and entertainment, and even Miss Kavis. You see, I was thinking of making all these things to be in one pot. We do 10 minutes of boxing, and I'm very happy that we've shared with the Sirengo, those all the regents, and Zarika. Talking of the corona effects, we had spoken with Zarika. She was supposed to come to Kenya to meet me and the Infinity guys so that we can see what we can do.
Yes. For
the upcomings, for all those guys wenye wanaozea huko, the bondia wazuri sana wanakufia huko. We have this guy, I don't know, he's called Mayfair. I spoke to him through the phone. He's having a very nice initiatives to Kenya and to Africa. But now because of this COVID-19, we are going to have him. We are not going to have a meeting with this guy. Mimi naona ni kama hiyo akili yake labda itatoka. You see, this COVID-19 has done a lot of damage than good.
Yeah.
And going back to it, sioni kama serikali inaifanyia mzuri. I'm against the way these guys are very reluctant. Once the government knew from day one kwamba we are having corona, the first case, what we are seeing the president.
Do you think the government is doing everything possible to cushion musicians and entertainers during this time?
To caution how?
Like to cushion themselves so that they're not even adversely affected. But of course they have been affected.
I can say the government, yes, is cushioning us. Yes, it's, by giving us money, it's telling us, stay at home. If Kaka is going to get that money, stay at home, eat well, so that we will need you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But now the other question is, how about those upcomings?
Yeah.
Kumbuka kuna watu wengi sana wenye wanataka kupanga events kama Kaka J. If I can take you through my Instagram, I have a lot of DMs. People are telling me, Kaka, we like the way you are coming up so fast. We like the way you are independent. Can I be like you, Kaka? I'm planning to do events in Tanzania. Can you come and we join hands, we do these events together?
Yeah.
If we are not keen, we are burying all those upcoming things and upcoming brains.
Yeah, sure.
Reason, they want to give Kaka J money. They want to give my master Jalango money and forget
the upcomings.
Boss.
Yeah. So as we wind up with this conversation, what's your parting shot when it comes to the entertainment sector, and bearing in mind all these things that are involved when it comes to just fighting this coronavirus and entertainment at the same time, and also in regard to the amount that is going to be disbursed to the artists and musicians in the coming days.
Before
everyone is going to be reached by that amount of money.
Before I say my conclusive statement, I want to be very adamant for the same. Coronavirus is a very dangerous disease. Just the way AIDS came to Kenya 1982, coronavirus is here 2020. The measures which were taken to curb down AIDS, can they be revived this time? Tutaiweza. But the way we are treating this thing, bro, it's killing us entertainment. It's killing every sector in Kenya and in the whole world. So what I can say, if really this money is meant to revive entertainment and keep us strong, let that money be given out.
Let that 5,000 shillings.
Mr. President, my camera is this one. Mr. President, please start with Kaka J and the upcomings. Then the rest will follow.
Why don't start with the upcoming, then Kaka J?
Because Kaka J is the one who knows where the upcomings are.
Yeah, sure.
I have like 700 upcomings. Yesterday I had a lot of messages. Kaka, hii pesa tunaenda kuichukua wapi? You know, I ignore because I don't know. I don't want to incite.
They're looking up to you.
Yes, I don't know which office.
Yeah.
Immediately from here, I'll talk to you, Jalango. You tell me where we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's your parting shot?
Manze, stay at home, sanitize, wash your hands. Corona is a deadly disease. Please. Well, sanitize.
Sanitize. Well, thank you so much, Kaka J, for coming and for making time for Youthpad. We really appreciate for your time. And thank you so much for watching Youthpad. My name is Francis Ngala. You can send us your feedback through our social media handles at KakTV_Kenya and Facebook KakTV. Have a blessed weekend.